Hello and welcome back to Call of the Sea. This is my third attempt at recording this. It hasn't been going very well. But one thing I did realize when I was playing it over again to record it is that I do need to go, if you remember in the last video, over here in Cassandra's camp. I was afraid to touch that stone, but I need to touch that stone. I need what's on it. So we are going to come over here and touch it, since that's what I need to do. So here goes nothing.
Let's give it a try. Ouch! Oh! Ah! What was that? Looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved.
Yes, they've moved. This should go a bit smoother since I have played through this thinking I was recording it and the audio didn't record is what the problem was. So but that's when I discovered I needed to touch that, and I was thinking if I touched it I already had the stuff, and I don't know, I thought it would kill me, but I guess this isn't one of those kinds of games. So here is the temple, and lots to see here.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
Yes, I think that's it.
The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize. That is not the same sky you can see from Earth.
No,
And if
it's
that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now?
That's a very good question. We don't know where you are now. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at this.
Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch. I wonder what this means. All these papers are riddled with incoherent doodles.
This threw me for quite a while because I was like, I don't see these stone statues anywhere. But they do come up later on. I just think that clue is a little off-putting.
I wonder what this means.
Because they give it to you really early on and long before you need it. So I spent a lot of time looking for those stone statues.
Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods.
I'm thinking, do I need to...
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for?
Let's look at our journal really quick. I'm thinking... Okay, it remembers from when I played it before. So... It's already got all the symbols in it. And it shows my hand already all marked up too, but I'll show you how that happens. So I don't need to go up to all the doors because it already has them all. We do need to get those little wheels over there because we need them. Now when I did this on the previous recording, I wandered and I wandered and I wandered going, what are these wheels? And since I hadn't clicked that other thing I put my hand in out in Cassandra's
Circular
campsite,
stones with strange carved symbols.
I didn't have anything lit up and I couldn't touch anything, but now...
The icons on the wheel are the same as the constellations I have
can.
in my hand.
So, this is actually part of this one right here. If you can see it in there, it's that part. So now we need to get this part of it to get that constellation, which is that door right over there. we go. No, it did not go this smoothly the first time. I wandered and wandered and wandered and looked and looked and looked. But we got it.
They took them to a throne room. That was the final step in the ritual.
So this is where they performed
What
the
an
ritual.
odd structure, riddled with nooks and crannies and endless stairways.
Endless stairways. And here's another fish.
Maybe it only hurts the first time. Ah! The second also hurts.
And it put a new symbol on my hand.
When I arrived on this island, I felt like I was trespassing. But now, I feel like this is where I belong.
Okay. So, we've got one symbol. Let's go over and look at this mural really quick.
They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort.
So they're changing them for some reason. I guess to use as slaves. I don't know who they are, but now we have our new symbol on our thing. And the symbol we're going to make now is this one, using that shape and that shape. So there's that shape. And that shape, and we'll need to turn this one off. And we've got this door open now.
This place is like a labyrinth.
It really is. Look, that leads to the outside.
They were submerged in black ichor.
Yeah, that's the one thing they don't really make clear is who are these people? Why are they enslaving and transforming?
Harry seems to be on the brink of madness. But I don't feel the slightest hint of confusion. On the contrary, I feel my mind is more focused than ever.
And see, now we're outside. Here's
Again?
this fish.
Seriously? Ow! That hurt! Again.
Again. Okay. Now we need to open another door. All these constellations orient this way. And so now it's this one we're going to open because that's our new shape, is this sharply turned guy. So we're going to put that down there. And that makes this part of the shape. Then we need the one with the long arm. So that would be this one. And then we need the sharp turns shape again, which would be this one. And there goes that door.
Another one of those gates. I have to get into the water again.
Yes, you do.
I can feel the torment of the thousands of slaves who perished here.
Ah. Okay, up over here. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I missed. Down in here. And over here to get yet another symbol.
Oh, come on. One more time.
There we go. A new symbol. So apparently they wanted to make these creatures amphibious or something like that. They must have come from another planet, is what I'm guessing. Okay, now we have to make one more constellation. We need to make this one. Okay, so that makes that long piece and those two short, like a Y. And we need this one over here, going from the top down to be more like that. This one we just need to turn off. Okay, and we've got that part of it. And then this one needs to be that. And we've got
All the
that
doors are
final.
open, but where is the constellation I need to open the throne room?
Well, we know where it is, but let's take care of this first. And this is where we finally meet those statues. So I'm not sure why they gave you the clues so
Black and
early
white
on,
figures.
but they did. And of course, when I saw these, I was like, oh, that's what the clue was about. They just gave it to you really early on.
Good doggies, or dragons, whatever you are.
Doggies or dragons. I think they're dragons. I've never known a dog with tails like that and wings and whoops. So we've got to make a path to all the way over there. Which means we need to fix this path right here. You're facing the wrong way. There we go. I didn't really have a hard time with this the first time I played it to record it either. It was a pretty straightforward puzzle, I felt. And here we go, one more time.
Again? Seriously? Ow! That hurt! Again.
Owie. Fish bites. Okay, onward to the last constellation. Just curious what's over there. We can make this go over there. Should we find out? Just for fun? It might be nothing, but, you know, just for fun. Because it said I didn't find the secret object in this section. Maybe it's over there. Or maybe it's not. Well, we tried, didn't we? Wait a second. Yes, it is. Here it is, right here.
That's the creature I saw in my dreams. He's holding on to a gigantic black stone monolith.
Ew.
He is Father Dagon.
Father Dagon. Ooh. Well then. Okay, we are going to go do our last constellation and open the door to the ceremony room or whatever she calls it. So our last constellation is actually right there. So we need to make, I believe it's this one right here. That we need to do there. Nope. I don't think it is. Is it this one? Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. And then this is on the bottom that I believe needs to be... Nope, I think it needs to be that one. Yeah, and then this one needs to have the long arm to it. This is the best orientation to compare it. Wait a minute, this one right here. Okay, and then we need one with a short arm. Like this one? That's it.
The door to the sanctuary's open. It's time to find out what's waiting for me inside.
So there we go. That's the constellation. Ooh, almost walked off the edge.
There's something written on the floor. With blood. Fall. Haven't I heard that word in my dreams? What a disturbing mirror. Is it made of black ichor? I feel like it is speaking to me.
Ooh.
Oh, heavens.
Okay. Let's go see what's going on here.
My God.
Look at this.
Nothing that happens here appears to respect the most basic rules of physics. However, as strange as it may be, it does maintain a peculiar harmony.
It does. I mean, look at these.
Like the workings of a clock. Or a
Yeah.
music box. Harry, is that you?
Uh-oh.
No, 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 no! Tell me this isn't you, Harry. It can't be you. It can't be. No, no. Why did you do it? Oh my God, Harry, no! In the end, you performed the ritual. You poor fool. But why? I don't understand it. Why? You knew it. You knew it wasn't going to work. You knew the ritual wasn't going to work. That's why you never sat on the throne. You didn't even perform the ritual, did you, Harry? But you wanted me to think that you had. You even left a lure to confuse me. But why?
The music box. Their game.
What really happened?
I guess we're going to find out.
The only person with you in that sanctuary beach was Cassandra. So if you didn't die, it had to be her. Did she use the dagger to open the gates and carry out the ritual? You tried to stop her, but it was too late. She shot you with your own gun and left you for dead, didn't she, Harry? Because Cassandra was ambitious and would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets here. The island fueled that hunger for knowledge.
She even took pictures of him all tied up. Wow.
You had doubts about whether the ritual would work. But what happened to Cassandra cleared up those doubts. The ritual wasn't for people like you.
No.
The ritual was only for people like me. But you refused to believe it until the island itself spoke directly to you. Hacha Folgafen. She is our daughter. That's when you finally understood. You understood what my fate would be if I didn't come here and carry out the ritual. A slow and painful death. So you faked your own demise and left your glasses near Cassandra's corpse. Those same glasses you never take off.
It won't let me move. There we go. That was her clue when she found the glasses sitting there.
And you sent me the package from Tahiti, Harry. Your picture, the key, the dagger. Another one of your scavenger hunts. And I took the bait. You made me come to this island, the same island where you almost lost your mind and your life. The same island where 4 members of your expedition perished. Why did you deceive me, Harry? You said you would never lie to me. Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you do this to me? Because you knew that I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. Right, my love? Not even if staying with you would mean a slow and painful death. So the only way to get me to leave you was to make me believe you were dead. And you chose to live a life without me, so I could be who I really am. That's why you tried to deceive me. But I know you too well, my dear old pal. We've had so many years together, so many moments of love, happiness, understanding, friendship. A whole beautiful life with you. I know what you tried to do, but I can't let you make this decision for me, Harry. Either I embrace my fate and accept what I've always been, and leave you behind. Or I reject it, and return home with you to relish the time that my illness gives us. It's my decision to make.
So, we have a choice here, and I'm going to choose the one with the ending that I don't particularly like first. I'm going to accept my fate and leave Harry.
We had a really good life. But that's not my life anymore, is it, Harry? Not after what I've been through on this island. Not after all I've found out about myself. I can't fool myself anymore. I have to accept what I truly am and leave you behind. I'm going back home.
Back home to some other planet.
What a lovely melody. I don't believe I've ever heard more than a few notes. Until now. For years I thought I was sick. But the truth is, I was homesick. My poor health, the pain, the suffering, it was all because of how far I was from here. Everything seems so far away now. No trace of pain, no trace of sickness. Nothing besides this place. It's so pleasant to forget everything else. Nothing matters anymore. I'm finally one of the thousands of minds connected to the Icor. Connected with the Elder God. Goodbye, Harry.
And here we are. Oh, we can move. At home in our amphibious underwater world, which is quite pretty, but we no longer have Harry. In all honesty, I'm not sure which ending is supposed to be considered the good ending. I guess they each have their pros and cons. And that weird fish. And there he is. There's that.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes,
So that was one ending of Call of the Sea. They go ahead and they sing their song, Dear Old Pal of Mine. They sing it really prettily, in fact. And then there is just a little bit of epilogue, which will be coming up in just a few seconds. I just didn't include the song because I didn't want to do the copyright stuff.
Even today, so many years later, I still doubt whether I did the right thing. I lied to you for the first and last time. And even if it was to free you from pain, suffering, and death, I deceived you. But I've paid such a high price for my deceit, Norah. Fate has punished me with a long and sorrowful life, with no other incentive than my work. Because that is the only thing I have now, my dear old pal.
So really, to me, kind of a sad ending. And so we are going to go back and we are going to do the other ending. I believe this is the one. And see what would have happened if she'd gone back to Harry instead of going on and choosing. She's going to reject your fate and return home.
you were right about one thing, Harry. I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. I know who I really am and where I belong. I know fate has eternal life in store for me, but an eternal life without you is worthless, meaningless. So, I choose the slow and painful death. I'm going back home.
Okay.
You
so-
staged this ruse because you love me. But true love is reciprocal. So I'm also making this decision because I love you. Our love is greater than fate, lineage, or all the pain I can suffer. Whatever time we have left, we'll spend together. When the time comes, it will be your hand that holds mine. And those beautiful blue eyes will be the last thing I see before I leave.
And off she goes to be with Harry.
So, you didn't find your husband on that island, Mrs. Everhart.
I did find my husband. He wasn't on the island, though.
But what have you been doing these 3 days? What did you find then?
I don't know. The truth about myself, I suppose. And at the same time, the reason to go back home.
I don't think I follow you.
Have you ever been in love, Captain Hodgson?
In love? You mean like in a romance novel?
No, that's fiction, Captain. In real life, true love stories don't end with a wedding. They end with a funeral. And the only thing that eases that final moment of heartbreaking sadness are all the good memories lived together.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt anything like that, Mrs. Everhart. But if you love your husband that much, he's certainly a lucky man.
We are both lucky.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Sweetheart, may God bless you. Honey, are you all right?
I'm fine, Harry, don't worry. I can keep going.
No, listen, let's leave it for today. You shouldn't make any unnecessary efforts.
Really, darling, I'm fine.
You need to rest, Norah. Come on, I'll take you to bed. Even today, so many years later, I still doubt whether I did the right thing. In the end, it didn't matter. You returned home and forgave my deception. We moved close to the sea and had a few more good years, didn't we? Until you left me that one sunny March morning. I wish I could be reunited with you. But fate has punished me with a long and sorrowful life, with no other incentive than my work, because that is the only thing I have now, my dear old pal.
And that was Call of the Sea. That's the ending I think I prefer, because they're together for a few more years. But either one is rather bittersweet. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. Leave a like, consider subscribing, and I will see you back in the next adventure. Leave some comments if you have anything to say. Bye-bye for now.